A client of mine who's got another residential block in Notting Hill was in negotiations with APWireless to dispose of their interests to APWireless for the mobile phone installations, and thus they recommended I speak to yourself to see whether or not the lodge was a potential building that you could take over the leases on. The indemnity clauses on them, certain assignment provisions which were in the lease, but they were all easily resolved through discussions between myself and you, and it was a team effort to get to a point. We knew where we wanted to get to, but we needed your assistance to get there. This was one part of assisting in the disposal of the lodge, ultimately to the residents. So if the mobile phone matter is resolved prior to that, it assists in them disposing of their interest. I think it was also knowing that they were going to dispose it to a body that was well known, active in the market and trustworthy. The original lease did not have as such a lift and shift process, so through our discussions we made it quite known to you that there would be another penthouse development up there, and thus we were able to include a sensible clause in the lease which allowed easy lift and shift subject to certain provisions being fulfilled, i.e. you incurring no costs and the person who were to do the penthouse scheme would incur those costs within the lease, and it was straightforward. I think it was something that I would encourage others to do if they've got, because what private property companies have got now is that 20 years ago when mobile phones first came on the market, it was new, you were getting a couple of £1,000s a year rent, fantastic for wasted space that you could do nothing with. Those rents slowly progressed to quite high figures over the next 10-15 years. The issue they have now is that the mobile phone technology is changing, and thus will there be security for them of that income going forward, and thus someone like APWireless offering them a very nice capital sum to take on the risk was a perfect scenario for them. I would recommend it to others. I think in particular that it is straightforward. You do get a long lease which can be daunting for certain people. However, that lease is straightforward. It covers all potential issues, all potential concerns, and the monies that are available take away the risk that a smaller company may have in the future. It was a pleasure doing business with you.